Alright then. I think this is episode 6 of Ace, anyways. But another stream, another day of gaming. I was gone yesterday. I'm not sure if this is too fucking loud or not. It's really loud in my ear. Yeah, hopefully that's a little better. I'm not sure if that affects anything at all in the stream or not. But anyways, I was busy yesterday at a family's little outing. Went to watch a movie outside, had some s'mores. You know, usual good stuff with family. So I was not able to stream yesterday. Sadly, I completely forgot it was happening like 2 weeks beforehand, which happens a lot to me. I forget something's happening. I kind of remember what's happening, but I just don't remember the exact day. And then I didn't prepare for it at all. So that's why I was missing yesterday. But anyways, I said this last stream. I'm going to say it in this stream, and I might be saying it a few more times in future streams. I don't know. But I have a VOD channel. It is NecroDNerd, I believe, capital N's and capital D on YouTube. It should be links in my Twitch, in my description area. Let me double check just to make sure I'm not talking on my ass, which I very well could be. I'm pretty sure that's the case though. Yep, that's what I want. Okay. Yeah, it should be. Yep, it's in my about little section. It's a little hard to see, but I'll say YouTube VOD channel on like the about NecroNerd thing. But yeah, it is there. So if you ever miss a VOD, excluding the first and second VODs of Ace Academy, they can just go on that VOD YouTube channel, and there you go. It's right there. So anyways, with that aside, let me get right into it. There we go. Here's Ace. I have Ace muted right now so that it is not, blaring myself right now. Let's see here. Music. There we go. Okay. So continuing on, I think it was this one. I honestly forget where I left off because it's been again a few days, so like I said last time and probably the time before, I'm not going to do a review because I'll remember as I go, and on top of that, if you forgot, you can probably just rewatch the old VOD or whatever, and there you go. Problem solved. But anyways, getting right into it. I wake up and yawn. Another day, another class. The way to go about life. Here we go. Alright. As if on autopilot, I get dressed and go through my morning routine. And I hop on my bike and drive to school. Aw, no room. I was expecting to hear the motorcycle going off. You're driving anyways. Guess not. Oh. When I arrive, I head straight for class and wait for the professor. Oh, right, and also, I'm not sure how long the stream will be. I'm thinking maybe like an hour, hour and a half, maybe. I think last time I went on for like 2.5 hours, but I'm a little tired today, so I might go only for an hour, hour and a half, something like that, maybe. We'll see. I try to do at least 2 days in the visual novel. So, like I said, see what happens. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. He arrives promptly and begins class.
Good morning. Today we'll be discussing the differences between military grenade weaponry and those used in recreational matches.
Yeah, no, I think this is just like lore information, but I could be wrong. But you know what? I'll listen to it again because I haven't heard all this lore bit in a while. It might be nice. Plus, I never I never go to sleep in class just because I know something. This should be interesting stuff. I focus on the professor's lecture. I think if you just do the other option, you just skip this.
The fundamental difference between the two is that military grenade weaponry are configured for energy output, which can cause lethal damage.
Fair.
Recreational weaponry is closely regulated so it can't actually destroy the gear frame.
Again, fair.
Since the shields on a gear get the brunt of the damage, we consider a depowered gear in recreational matches as destroyed.
What if someone brought in an unregulated weapon for a match?
Before every match, the equipment of each gear is checked and double-checked to ensure the energy output is within proper parameters.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be kind of hard to bring in like a military grade based, unregulated weapon, in all honesty. That seems really dangerous.
What about the qualifier matches? There was a gear that did some energy output override thing.
I wonder who that is. As one, the class looks at me. That's like one of my most worst like nightmares is like the entire class slowly looking at me. Like that's a horror film like horror right there. I'm not gonna lie.
During that specific qualifier match, the gear's energy core is what surged with additional power, not his weapons. Although, I must admit, I've never seen a core do that before. Hopefully this young man can enlighten us on how he did it.
No, wish I could do. I have no idea how I did it. No one finds out my secret! Why are you talking about my core? Nah, I mean, I have no idea how I did it. Yeah, let's just be honest about it. To be honest, I'm still trying to figure that out. Which is true, honestly. I think. I assume someone is trying to figure it out. Besides, just main character.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Perhaps once you figured it out, you'd be inclined to share with us what happened. Until then, let's get back to the lesson plan. I'm sure you all don't want to waste your time on something that won't be on the exam anyway.
Class lets out a weak chuckle. Most refocus their attention on the professor, but a few students continue to look at me with interest. It's kind of weird, not gonna lie, honestly. Alright. He returns to his lecture. Once class ends, I hurried out of the room. Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast, 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 fast! No, I don't know the theme song good. I'm not gonna even try. My phone is already in my hand by the time I get outside. Oh. Good about that one. Let's see if anyone's free. Are you or Valerie? Let's go check out Valerie. See what's up with her. I should spend some time on my studies, but I don't want to be cooped up inside when it's such a nice day out. Which is true. That's the one thing I like about college is that you can actually go around after class and everything. And, high school and middle school, you have 5 minutes between classes, so you couldn't really do much in between classes. Well, at least mine did anyways. That was kind of a problem of mine. In some cases, the seniors, some seniors only had to take 2 classes, so they kind of had the college experience, but in their case, they were really working their asses off in the beginning few years, honestly. So, anyways, continuing on. Taking a stroll through campus, I find an isolated bench near the campus cafe. Pull out my tablet. Maybe I'll take a look at my first assignment for my foreign exchange international bridging class. Really long ass name, because I logged into my web link, but can't find the tab for my class. Hold on. Now that I'm not in the menus music thing, it's not nearly as loud, which is weird because it gets really loud in the menu, but then you actually play the game and it's really soft and quiet. So I'm not sure how it sounds to you guys on the stream, but whatever. It's not the important part, anyways. It's nice music, but here. Maybe the professor hasn't set it up yet. I wonder if anyone else is having trouble. Good thing that Valerie girl gave me her number in class. Thank you, man. I find it in my phone and give her a quick call. She answers the phone almost immediately.
Aló?
Bonjour. Bonjour! No hablo. I don't speak French. No hablo. Me no hablo français.
That's Spanish.
Sí.
I speak French.
Sí, señorita. I learned a little bit of French in I think it was high school. I think it was. I know it's like a tiny bit of French, but not much. And I learned a little bit of Spanish in middle school, but I didn't really like Spanish, so I didn't really stick with the class beyond one class. So, you know.
Never mind. What's up?
Are you able to access the Foreign Exchange International Bridging classes web link? Again, that is way too fucking long of a name, I swear.
This is why you called me?
Why else would I call? Great point. She sighs.
Hold on. Let me log in.
Poor Val. I wait in silence as she types on the line.
Yeah, I can see it. Why?
What's the assignment?
The professor wants us to go off campus and explore the city of Hisokaze.
She pauses, and her voice turns into silk. Uh-oh.
Oh, now I understand why you called. Yes, I would love to.
What? Love to what? Huh?
Be your partner.
Partner? Like, in life? Hold on, what? You're going a little too quick here. He laughs. Yeah.
Slow your roll, mister. We haven't even gone on a date yet.
Yeah, man. Come on. Gotta, you know, really, gotta go on the first date, man. I have no jokes for that. I wish I did. I feel like I have one, but I don't. So, partner for?
Partner for the project, silly. We can work in pairs.
Oh. Cool. Exploring the city with another person would make it more fun than going alone. Sure. Yeah. Let's do that. I feel like this is kind of a bad time to go do that, considering you probably have classes pretty soon afterwards, but whatever.
Great. When do you want to get together?
Oh, well, there you go. How about this weekend? That's the better response.
It's a date.
No it isn't.
We'll meet at the park. See you then.
It's not a date. She hangs up before I finish. Man, this guy, I don't know. He's either like super Chad or like, I don't know, like super beta or something like that. I don't know. He's either alpha or male. Or no, alpha male? What? He's either super alpha or super beta. Like, come on, bro. Get your game on. I really hope she was joking about that. My point exactly. Super beta. I'm in the campus gym finishing up my workout. At least he has gains. Something like that. He's got that at least. I return to my locker. There's a missed text from Kari. Emergency meeting. Meet in the hangar. Hey, I'm not gonna do a voice for Kari. Screw that. Jeez. All caps. I better get going. Good idea. Considering it's Kari. I arrive at the hangar about the same time as Sho and Mayu. Caillou? That's not Caillou. Kari waits impatiently in front of her gear.
Finally! That took you a while.
I just saw your text. I might have gotten a little distracted. What are you talking about? I'm on time. Oh, I just saw your text. I literally came as soon as I got your text.
I texted before heading over here so we'd be on time.
Not my fault. Guess you walk faster than me. Kari addresses the rest of the team.
What about you guys?
Yeah, Sho, what about you?
Sorry. We were having lunch, and I guess we lost track of time.
Alright, fair. Fair. Kari blinks and waves her hand dismissively. Yeah, they're just having a nice lunch. Nothing wrong with that.
Never mind. We have more important things to discuss. Like our sponsor situation.
Everyone becomes serious. Don't worry, it's fun, I guess.
Our gears need a lot of maintenance to return to peak fighting condition. And the next round is tomorrow.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
I don't know why, but everyone I talked to was really rude and unhelpful.
Sho and I share a knowing glance, and Kari catches us.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Exactly. She continues to stare.
It's just sometimes you can come across a little harsh.
I'm just honest.
Sure, but honesty doesn't make people doesn't make people like you. You need to get in touch with your soft, warm, feminine side.
That's really risky there, Sho. Gotta say. Kari raises an eyebrow. That face, my god.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. I mean, come on, it's my boy Sho.
Yes!
See? My boy Sho.
I mean to the warm thing, not the soft and feminine thing.
Come on, man. You got your feminine side. I know you connect to it. Come on, bro. I got you here. It's for you. We stare at him blankly. Well, it's true. He's got his feminine side. All of his boys do. What's wrong with it?
I'm just going to shut up now.
Before you do, did you manage to get a sponsor?
He folds his hands behind his head and leans on into them.
Nope.
You forgot to ask around, didn't you?
Maybe.
Come on, Sho. He looks sheepish. To be fair, I'm exactly like Sho, where if I do something, I would just completely forget about it and do other random shit and put it off. Kari rolls her eyes.
What about you, Mayu? Can your father sponsor us?
Mayu shakes her head.
Unfortunately, he's backing the team I was originally supposed to join. When I was invited onto the team, Father was so happy, he promised he'd sponsor them. Even though I never joined them, he can't go back on his promise.
Kari nods and faces me.
You had that interview yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to the interview with Warp Tech. It didn't work out.
Why am I not surprised?
Give me that crap. It had less to do with me and more of our team status. True. I can show you the full report from the SBA if you want to know the official reason, but basically we weren't high enough ranked. So mean. So mean to our bro. Our main man. Worked his butt off and that's what he gets. Wait. I fished my phone out in my pocket. It flashes low battery warnings at me or dies completely.
Where's the report?
Hold on. I have to charge my phone. My gaze is the lens on my gear. I race to it and head into the cockpit. My teammates call for me, but I ignore them. Once I plug my phone into the dock connection, it lights up with the charging symbol. Everyone's wearing confused faces when I climb out of the cockpit. What? You guys don't got little plugs in your giant mech thing? What?
Why didn't you just use an outlet?
I don't know. It's relatively cool, I guess. Mine points to an outlet on the wall. When did those get here? You mean this isn't what gears are for? Who cares if I use a gear, my outlet or my gear? Yeah, no, man. I don't know. I'm really fucking blind, so I'll just go with this. I would do that. Huh. That's new.
No, they're not.
I've never noticed them before.
Ooh, what about those? And those?
Show points to another outlet. In fact, outlets everywhere. Nope. Never seen them before. Either. Besides, an outlet doesn't do me any good if I don't have a phone charger with me. Yeah, that's pretty true.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we're back to square one.
Back? We never left square one.
Good one, chump. Good one. Don't give up hope just yet. I might have something.
Another meeting?
No. But my friend in the SBA is still helping us search.
Okay. In the meantime, the rest of us should continue our search too. I'll take another look at what ACE offers. Maybe there's some kind of campus grant or funding we can apply for. Mayu, do you think you could reach out to some of the other major corporations we haven't talked to yet? Maybe with your background, you'll have more luck than we would.
You nods.
Maybe Sho can ask around local businesses?
Okay.
Good idea.
Powder, he looks at me. I'll follow up with my contact. She nods.
Hopefully, we'll find someone. But there's a chance we might have to fight with our gears as is.
I'm confident. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm confident we'll get someone in time. Smiles and nods at me. Sho claps me on the back.
Okay, we have our plan. Text me if you guys get any leads.
We all nod.
I'm off then. I've got some stuff to take care of.
Of course.
I I hope you mean reaching out to the businesses show and not playing your video games.
Look on her face.
Of course that's what I meant. The arcade industry is a lucrative place to find a sponsor.
Of course it is. And then you never know what goes through the arcade, you know, it's kind of like a bar sometimes, you know? Like, go in, you can hear all kinds of conversations going around. You never know. My size.
Show.
Ah, that's true. Might be anyways. Show wears his signature smile.
Okay. Let's go find us a sponsor.
Mayu beams. Hair waves at us before heading out.
I'll be going too. Tell me if your friend is successful.
Will do, Captain. I nod, and Kairi leaves. Nothing left for me to do but to go home. An uneventful drive later, I arrive home. I'm back! I walk into an eerily quiet living room. Like I'm in the first year. Feels a bit strange. Nikki's bright smile is usually here to greet me. Definitely not foreshadowing at all. 100%. Trust me on this. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. Maybe she has an after-school club activity or something. I reach for my pocket to see if she texted me. My heart sinks as my hand grabs air. There's a void where my phone should be. Crap! I must have left my gear. My mech. The sun is setting, and it'll be evening by the time I reach campus. Hopefully, it won't be too much trouble getting to gear after hours. I remember CINY was pretty restrictive on those who can enter the hangar at night. I hop my bike and drive back to Ace Academy. Surprisingly, traffic is heavy, and it takes longer than I expected to reach campus. A handful of students cross the quad as they head towards either their evening classes or the bus station. Even though the sky is the sky is inky darkness, the pathways on campus are still bathed with soft light. It's kind of peaceful. I forgot you could get night classes in all honesty in college, because I never did. I mainly did like morning and afternoon ones rather than night ones, which I would have loved to do a night one because I'm a night person. I'm not a morning person. It takes me a long time to wake up. But I'm fully awake during the night, so I'm a night owl, sadly. But it is how it is. The pilot's lounge is as busy as always, but I don't recognize too many students here. Yes, incredibly busy. So many students. Most of them must be upperclassmen, either third or fourth year. I slip through unnoticed and arrive at the hangar entrance. I'm about to swipe in when the guard stops me.
Hold on. What's your business in the hangar?
I forgot something? Don't lie. But it would be too embarrassing to tell the whole truth. I don't know, I just say it. Honestly, it happens. Luckily, the guard doesn't seem to care. He gives me a quick once over and nods.
Alright, go ahead and swipe.
Thanks. Appreciate Cap. I bring my student ID in proximity to the sensor. A second later, the success chime sounds as the door slides open. I follow the tunnel to the hangar. The sound of power tools, machinery, and metallic ringing echoes along the walls. It makes sense that most of the repair work happens after hours, so a lot safer for them to work without the threat of students walking around causing potential disasters. Instinctively, my feet lead me to Eagle. What the? A bluish hue from an active terminal display illuminates my docking station. Uh-oh. That doesn't seem right. I'm sure everything was turned off when I left. Cautiously, I tiptoed towards my gear. Snake time. There's a figure crouched in front of Eagle. The person is dressed entirely in black, wearing a hoodie that hides his or her face. Still engrossed in my gear, the stranger hasn't noticed my presence yet. Sneak up behind them, nothing can go wrong. Staying in the shadows, I continually creep towards Eagle. As I close the distance between us, I notice how small and petite the person is. It must be a girl. But I can't think of anyone who would be so interested in my gear. Once I'm only a few steps away, she tenses, as if noticing the presence. Grab her! Before she can react, I grab her shoulder and roughly spin her to face me. Valerie? What are you doing here? Nani? She grins. What do you do, my gear? Her gaze looks to my hand, still on her shoulder.
I never would have guessed you like it rough.
It's not like that! I can be possessive too. I'm not amused. Nah. I feel like if someone's screwing around with his gear, which is pretty important, and to me too, I'd be not very happy with the situation. I scowl, and the smile on her face wavers. Understandably so. What the hell were you doing, my eagle? She flinches at the harshness of my tone. I wouldn't be that mad, but, you know, I'd be a little bit mad, though.
Nothing, I promise.
You're obviously doing something with a terminal. That's not nothing. She holds up her hands in defense.
I wanted to get a better reading on your core. I'm not altering anything, though. Just studying.
Why?
To figure out how your core was able to sustain such a high energy output for so long without completely burning out. Given the size of your core and the cooling system, the heat dissipation doesn't seem like it would have sustained longer than a few seconds, yet it lasted almost 10 minutes!
You know, that's a pretty big core. It's really good at cooling itself.
Maybe there's a direct coolant injection to the primary source? I also didn't consider the acceleration of airflow given the hidden frame openings. Perhaps a quick calculation using...
The more she talks, the faster my anger melts away, and is replaced by respect. She's more than meets the eye. Even though she claims she means evil, no harm, I know she's telling the truth. I met her a few days ago. Still, it seems like she's genuinely curious about how my core works.
Here, I'll prove I wasn't changing anything.
I watched as Valerie retraces a few screens with all the configuration data unmodified. Okay,
Huh?
I get it. You're curious. But you can't just break into other people's robots and mess with their parts. She looks away.
I'm sorry.
True. We're silent. What? Yeah, then we're silent. Then she looks sideways at me.
So, I guess you wouldn't want to know that your primary weapon can actually benefit from an airflow exhaust here and here.
What? She points inside my open.
You see right there?
Yes, I can see very clearly now that the rain's gone. Yes, I think.
It'll still require validation testing, though. You should probably get your engineer to check it out.
My engineer?
Yeah, you know. The person who makes sure all your gears are working properly and helps you with any upgrades or improvements.
Don't sponsors do that? Valerie shakes her head.
They help a lot when it comes to major repairs or new items, but an engineer on your team takes care of any general maintenance and the like.
Oh. Maybe we should get an engineer. Okay. I'll tell my engineer that we're just fine without one. No. Maybe we should get one. I'll ask my headphone on my ear. I'll ask my team about getting an engineer. It sounds like you could really benefit from one.
You definitely would.
She scoots closer and smiles.
And luckily for you, you already have one person perfect for the job.
Really? She scoots even closer and bats an eyelash at me. Who's that? Valerie sighs.
Just think about it.
Here's another pause. To avoid the awkwardness, I shut down the open terminal. I don't know who you're talking about, and whatever. I'm gonna find someone else. Anyways. So, should we keep going then?
Yeah,
Neither one of us moves. Don't touch my gear again without my permission.
I promise I won't.
I wait for her to leave, but she doesn't budge. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
She stands in place and waves. You aren't leaving.
Neither are you.
Okay. On the count of 3, we'll leave together. She nods. 1, 2, 3. We both stay put. You didn't move.
Neither did you.
What the hell are you kids still doing here?
To be young. Security catches us off guard. We both simultaneously stammer nonsense. He shakes his head.
Your business here is done, and then you have to leave.
Valerie glances at me, and I glance at her. Still waiting for her to move. She isn't. Suddenly, a strong hand grips my arm. Hey! The guard holds Valerie too. He physically leads us towards the exit.
You should get home. It's late.
Pass through the doors. The guard shuts them behind us. Valerie and I are once again standing in silence.
Well, I'll see you around.
This weekend, right? We have to do our project.
Yep, it's a date.
She winks at me. Then turns and leaves. I call after her. It's not a date! My protest falls on deaf ears. Man. Sad life, man. It's a real tough life when a cute mechanic girl considers you hanging out on a date. Oh well. I'm sure she's joking anyways. Maybe. I head to the parking lot. Once I reach my bike, I drive home. Nikki still isn't home by the time I return. Where can she be? I reach in my pocket for my phone and grasp at the empty air. Oh crap, not again. Man, oh man, oh man. I turn off my alarm and roll out of bed. Time to grade for class. As I head downstairs, I feel uneasy. Today will be our first match. I really hope Yuna works her magic, or was able to work her magic, and get us a sponsor. Nikki is rummaging in the living room, and I smile when I see her. Even when I'm stressed or worried, Nikki always seems to know how to put my mind at ease. Hey Nikki, just the person I was hoping to see.
Look, if you're hungry, you have to find your own food. I don't have time to cook today.
Uh-oh. She doesn't pause to look at me when she speaks. Continues gathering what she needs for the day. Not the welcome I was expecting. You okay?
Yes, just in a hurry.
Oh. You need to ride to school? She freezes and whirls at me.
Oh, now you offer me a ride? A little too late for that.
She throws her books in her bag. She doesn't seem okay. Uh-oh. Is it that time of the month again? Crawled up in her butt and died. You know. Are you sure you're okay?
Yes, why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. Did something happen? She just stares at me. Did I do something? Why is she looking at me like it's my fault? When I don't answer, Nikki sighs.
I need to get to school. I'll see you later.
She's out of the door before I can say goodbye. I don't know what happened. That was weird. Shrugging into the kitchen to whip up a quick breakfast. Hopefully, she is in a better mood next time I see her. I don't know. I'll just see. After eating, I hop on my bike and drive to school. Yuna is already in class. I arrive. She waves as I walk in, and I sit beside her. Hey, Yuna.
Hey!
Hey! Oh! I forget where that's from. It's from something like Hey Ho. I don't know. Hey Ho. This does not sound good. Let's say that again. She wears a wide grin, fidgeted with excitement. You seem like you're in a good mood.
I am.
She pauses.
Aren't you?
I guess I'm.
I thought you'd be a little more excited than that.
Really? How come? She seems confused.
Well, I guess I just assumed that this had been hard for you, and I thought I'd help to bring you some relief.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
You know, I found you a sponsor.
Oh. That's amazing! How did you do that? How did you manage to do that?
I called in a favor, but that doesn't matter. I've already set up your account with them, and repairs are underway.
It isn't obvious I still can't read. In general, I can't read and I can't speak English, so, you know.
They started as soon as the paperwork was signed, so your gears will be as good as new in time for the match today.
I don't know how to thank you. She blushes. I've got a really sticky chair. I should probably change it out at some point. So move ever so slightly. It's like squeaks really loudly, and I'm assuming it comes through the mic, but how much I can do about that?
You don't have to. I promised I'd find you one, and I always keep my promises.
I don't know what I'd do without you. You're a lifesaver. Yuna's blush deepens, and she seems pleased by my words. You should come you should come meet the team before the match. We can always share the good news together.
Sure, as long as I won't intrude on anything.
You won't. She nods. So, I know we won't get our scores back this class. How do you think we did in the project?
I'm sure we did really well.
Yeah, me too. We worked great together over the weekend, and I'm glad I had someone who was as interested in the project as I was.
I feel the same way. Our discussions helped us build really strong arguments, and I'm sure we'll get a really high mark.
Yeah, this is like episode 3, I think, of like when this happened. It's been a while. 2 or 3, which honestly, 2 is gone. Like 2 and 1 and 2 is gone badly. So you never know if it's in 2. Those are some pretty confident words. Ow. Yuna blushes.
I guess I'm just feeling lucky to have such a great partner.
I know, I'm amazing. I'm beautiful, I'm handsome, I'm just so talented, so versatile, so creative. You know, just amazing. I can't help but grin at her words. As our conversation winds to a close, the professor comes in and starts the class. The professor wraps up the lesson, and the students begin to file out the class. Just to make sure. Okay. As I'm about to leave, the professor stops me.
Do you have a minute? Miss Misaki, if you could kindly join us as well.
Yuna and I glance at each other. I whisper to her, "Do you know what this is about?" She shakes her head. She shakes her head. We obediently follow the professor back through class, back to her desk. We're in the class, not going to the class. Ignoring the curious looks on it of our departing classmates.
I had a chance to look over your paper.
She pauses, then breaks into a huge smile.
And I loved it.
Both Yuna and I wear matching grins.
In fact, I think it's worthy for publication in the Center Robotics Journal, and I wanted to ask for your permission to submit it.
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive. The bridge like that's like an actual like not like company, but like a newspaper company kind of thing, I guess. I believe it is. I don't know. I don't know if it was like actually it went over or not, but yeah. Yuna's mouth hangs slightly open in amazement. Even though she predicted our project would be great, I don't think I don't think even she had considered it would be this great. If you think it's good enough for submission, then I'd be happy to have it submitted. Yuna nods.
I'd also be happy to have it submitted.
Great! Stop by my office hours when you two have a chance and we can go over the edits. Once that's all done, I'll handle the submission paperwork so you two don't have to worry about any of the logistical details. Congratulations! And I hope you will keep up your hard work.
Thank you, Professor.
Arigato. Sensei. Thank you. As we are dismissed, we gather up our belongings.
Can you believe it? I knew we'd do well, but I didn't dream we'd do that well.
I think they're like professor and sensei are the same, I believe. I know teacher is sensei, but I don't know what professor though. I think it's professor, or not professor, sensei, like san or something like that. It probably isn't sensei san, but you know. Whatever. Yuna's excitement is infectious as a bright smile lights up on her face. Yeah, it seems a little hard to believe.
This just proves we make a great team.
Excuse me, I'm tired. Maybe we'll have more opportunities to work together.
I hope so.
We head out of class together. I can tell today's going to be a great day. I want to text my team, but when I reach into my pocket, I find an empty air. Damn. My phone's still in my gear, which is undergoing repairs. Yuna walks beside me. How much longer do you think it will take, or it will be until the repairs are done?
Probably most of the afternoon. That's how long it usually takes, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Is something wrong?
I don't want to tell her my phone is in there. That might bring up some awkward questions about what it was doing in. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta do something. Alright, I'm back. I can do it. Here we go. I recall the team's reaction from yesterday, and am confident in my decision to avoid the topic. I'm proceeded to pick up my gear. She nods, understandingly, a small smile on her lips.
When should I come meet the team?
How about once the repairs are done? We can meet in front of the hangar, and I'll let you in.
Great, I'll see you then.
Yuna slings her bag over her shoulder and heads off. I really should text my team about the repairs right now rather than later. Should be fine to go collect my phone. I make my way to the hangar, but Eagle isn't in its usual dock. We must have moved it so they could complete the repairs without any chance of accidentally harming the surrounding gears. I still look around the hangar until I came upon an enclosed area in a far corner, well away from the other parked gears. As I approach, I can hear the whir of machinery muffled through the heavy doors, which are open ajar. I peek inside and see Eagle and Emerald surrounded by a group of mechanics. I push the doors, but before I can enter, one of the mechanics jogs over to me.
Sorry, only personnel may enter here.
My gear is in here.
Then it's undergoing repairs right now.
I know. Well, I need to get some for my gear.
You can get it when repairs are complete.
Actually, I need it now.
Why? What is it?
This is really embarrassing. Make something really important. Just let me get it. Nah, it's embarrassing, yeah, but I just say it. I mumble out my response, which I don't get why people are like making this such a big thing. Like, it's your phone, I guess. Like, if you need to text someone or call someone, then yeah, it's kind of important to have it, but you know, it's not that embarrassing. Anyways, here's my phone. I left it in the cockpit.
What?
My phone.
What is your phone doing in your gear?
I was charging it. Hopefully that doesn't come out, but my computer is overheating a little bit. Ooh, that's really hot. Yeah, it is really hot. So I gotta cool down my fan. Okay. Mechanic crosses his arms.
Your gear is not a charging station.
I know. He sighs.
All right. Which gear is yours?
I point to Eagle. I can imagine like this grown adult in like college or whatever talking to this like security guard mechanic dude or whatever, and like he's like, all right, where is it? And like this fucking adult in like college is like sheepishly like a kid like pointing over like at this giant mech. He like wants to buy or something like that, looking down.
Wait here.
Funny, dude. Yeah, man, I'll wait here. He closes the door. After a few minutes, he returns with my phone in his hand. Thanks.
Is there anything else?
No. Thanks again. He nods and shuts the door. As I walk towards the exit, I unlock my phone and am greeted by 13 messages. They're all from Nikki. Now that I think about it, I don't remember if I saw her last night. Opening them up, I read them in succession. Hello, my hello, my favorite big bro. How would you feel about picking me up from Megamis tonight? Do you think my last text? Cooking class is almost over, and I'd really like to go hang out with Megami. You can give me a ride over, but can you give me a ride home? Huh? Is that a no? If you don't want to get me, then just say so. Fine, I'll take the bus. Are you mad at me? What did I do? Whatever it is, I'm sorry. Please don't be mad anymore. Dude, why are you ignoring me? Just tell me! Wow. Okay. I literally make all your meals, and you can't even do this one favor for me? Stop being such a jerk. I'm on the bus now. Thanks to someone. Guess whose team now has a sponsor on? Oh, sorry. Guess whose team has now as a sponsor, and their gears are already undergoing repairs. Oh, the last text was sent from Yuna this morning before class. This explains a lot. No wonder Nikki was so moody this morning. Sure, once I tell her it was all a misunderstanding, she'll be fine. I shoot my team a text. The gears are undergoing repairs. Meet in hangar in 2 hours. Now that that's taken care of, I still have a lot of time to kill. What should I do? I would have, texted your little sister and said, hey, I kind of lost my phone last night, couldn't get your texts, and yada yada yada, but... Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do. I'm going to see Maya. Let's go check out Maya, I guess. I go to the library to study. I sit down at a secluded desk between the stacks of books. After a couple minutes, I think I hear muffled thumping, as if someone is trying to quiet their jumping. Following the noise to a nearby stack, I see Maya balancing on her toes, trying to reach a book on the top shelf. The water. Her fingers barely graze the ledge of the shelf. She tries to dainty hop, but still fails to reach the book. She sighs and pouts, and readies herself, and she sighs, she pouts, and readies herself to try again. That'd be a nice thing to read. Stifling a laugh, I walk over and easily pick out the book that she needs. Maya blinks at me as I hand it to her.
Oh, thank you.
Poor Maya, dude. She hugs the book to her chest, then shyly stares at the ground. No problem. It seems like you could use some help there. Her cheeks redden as she nods. I'm taking a look at the book she's holding. Hey, isn't that Piloting 101 textbook? A Piloting 101 textbook?
Yeah.
Thought so. I guess you're gonna work on the summit now?
Yeah.
She She gives me a strange look. I only know this because I have to retake Piloting 101. I'm not stalking you or anything.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
I'm gonna turn on the voice here a little bit. I don't know why, but she sounds really loud right now. It could just be me. There's a long pause. Maya refuses to make eye contact with me, and I'm worried I might have scared her. She suddenly speaks.
Why do you have to take Piloting 101 again?
As soon as as the words leave her mouth, her eyes grow wide and her blush deepens.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
I can't help but grin at her reaction. No, don't worry. It's a normal question. Basically, my credit from CINY didn't transfer. Apparently some of the material is different here for the introductory course. But so far, everything we've covered has been the same. Yeah, and honestly, I have a really huge gripe with that. It makes no sense. Like, I mean, I get it, like, if there's, like, a good few big sections that are really important, like, they build off of. But, like, when there's just, like, a couple small things, this is a bit different story. Like, if that's the case, you could ask someone else, like, a friend of yours, or, like, a different teacher, be like, hey, I missed this in my other school, or whatever. Could you, kind of explain this to me? Like, I don't get the point of having to redo an entire class if you only missed a couple of really small things. And you're just going to redo the whole, like, everything again. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this is kind of dumb. Yeah. That said, I've taken this class before. If you ever need help, feel free to ask me. My eyes are getting tired already. Oh no. This doesn't usually happen when I'm, like, on games and such, but when I'm reading visual novels, like just doing nothing but reading, like white text or something like that, it tends to bother my eyes a bit. Oh my lord. Anyways, continuing on. She smiles.
That would be great.
That would be great. We stand in silence again. She seems like she wants to ask me something, but is too shy to say it. Offer to help out. I know exactly what she wants to ask me. I think she wants to be left alone. Offer to help out. Would you like any help now?
Sure. But only if it's not too much trouble.
Of course not. I always have time for my friends. Her eyes meet mine when I say friend. But she quickly looks away again. Another blush stains her cheeks. Despite that, she smiles and nods. We sit down at the desk together, and I go over my notes with her. As we settle at the desk, I pull out my tablet, and Mayu pulls out a spiral notebook. She opens her textbook and flips to the correct page. Then opens her notebook to a fresh page. What? She flips to the correct page, then opens her notebook to a fresh page. Oh, textbook, gotcha. I'm sorry, I can't read apparently. Her pencil at the ready, she begins to read the text. Watch her curiously as she meticulously writes her notes in fine print. After a couple minutes, she looks at me and our eyes meet for a second before she lifts away. A blush stains her cheeks. Are you writing your notes? Maya seems a little self-conscious.
Oh, yeah.
That's really cool! Did we flash back to the year 2000? Each their own. I mean, we're in 2023, I think now, so, you know. Oh, man. Yeah, to each them. I shrug. Whatever works for you. Maya blinks.
This doesn't seem strange to you?
It's different. But hey, you do what you need to do. Yeah, it's true. You know, for typing or for writing in a book, whatever you want to do. Maya smiles. Me personally, if I'm writing down notes, I like to actually write down the notes rather than type them, to be honest, which technically I would do better typing them. But I've just gotten so used to, you know, writing actual notes down in class that it feels a little bit off to be typing on my computer. If I'm typing in my computer in class, I'm probably playing a game, in all honesty, which I did that a couple times in my college math class of like, he was going over notes and everything, and I was just playing a game on like most thing in class, and he was a really chill teacher. He was the kind of professor where like you could do whatever you want and he didn't care. Like you could come to class and you could sleep in class and you just wouldn't give a shit. Like he would just look at you and be like, "No, someone's teaching or someone's sleeping. Cool. Don't wake him up after the class to teaching." Because from that perspective, unlike most of my other professors, you know, like, and you hear a lot about like professors like you just don't care what you do. But the professors I had though, like if you're playing a game or whatever, or you're sleeping in their class, they'll like mention it to you to be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. Like if you're just continuing doing it, then they're just gonna let you do it. But with that teacher though, like my math teacher specifically though, like he doesn't even mention it at all. He doesn't do anything. You know, he'll see that you're playing a game and be like, all right, cool, whatever you want to do, man. You know, like if you want to play games and not take notes, I don't care. You know, like pass or you fail, he doesn't give a shit. You know, he was a really nice guy too, like very very nice guy. But yeah, no, I only played the game in his class 2 times because honestly, I forget the reason. I think it was because like I was like I understood the stuff at the time, but I can't remember very well though. It's been a bit. But anyways, continuing on. They run my whole spiel. Maya smiles.
I find it's easier for me to write things down than to type it out.
Yeah, writing it down helps me like remember it easier rather than typing it out. I'm faster typing, but I remember things easier when I'm actually writing it down over and over and over again. Really? A little bit of a voice crack there. Really? She nods. How would you get into that habit?
I wasn't allowed to have electronics when I was growing up.
Well, you know, that helps. I can't remember the last time I was without my tablet. How did you survive? Maya giggles.
Well, it wasn't so bad. I think that's where I got my love of books. I wasn't allowed to play games very often, but Father always encouraged reading.
Yeah, I didn't have like my first like phone until I was like I think 14? 13, 14, something like that. Honestly, most of the time I was like outside playing with sticks or like if I had time playing on the Xbox, but that was very rare because I have 2 older brothers. So yeah, I never got to really play on the Xbox, but yeah.
He said he didn't want me to get distracted from my studies, so that's why I wasn't allowed to have a tablet.
That sounds like your father. Yeah, it sounds like your father takes education very seriously.
He does. I was in high school when I got my first tablet, but by then I was so used to using a pen and paper that typing out my notes felt unnatural.
Well, the upside to writing all that time is that your handwriting is really neat. Yet, that's not the case for me. Honestly, I did a lot of writing throughout my entire most of my life, not my entire life. Like I really only started moving into computers properly, I think, by late late middle school. I think not late, yeah, late middle school. Like probably halfway through my 7th year, or a bit in my 8th. And my handwriting is still garbage. Like even then, I wrote a lot of stuff now. And even now, if I take a note, like I said, I write down the notes, I can remember better. But my handwriting is still garbage. Sadly. Anyways, I wouldn't be able to read my notes if I wrote everything down. Oh god, there's really getting into my eyes. I wouldn't be able to read my notes if I wrote everything down. I'm just gonna skip that. I'm trying to read naturally, but it's kind of hard to. My giggles.
I'm sure that's not true.
I read somewhere once that a person's handwriting can say a lot about them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably. I think it does. Well, your excuse me. Well, your characters that are very small, are very neat and small. Your strokes are slightly rounded, not angular or spiky.
What does that mean?
You're an introvert. You're an extrovert. You're growable. No, even without the little green text saying it, it's pretty obvious that she's an introvert. It means you tend to be more shy and avoid confrontation. You also have a tendency to be more creative. So you seems pleased.
That actually sounds accurate.
Handwriting doesn't lie. Which that's kind of untrue, because there are people who have very spiky and irregular handwriting and are very introverted. So it's not always right, but Anyway, we should focus on the assignment.
Right.
She turns back to me, or she turns back to the text, and I return to mine. As I'm reading, I can see Maya glancing at me at the corner of my eye. I look up.
Well, do you think you could explain this passage to me?
I grin. Of course. I continue to help her until her assignment is complete. I stop to grab a coffee at the campus cafe and sip slowly at the hot liquid. Repairs should be done by now. Time to go meet everyone. I finish the drink and make my way to the hangar. As promised, Yuna is waiting for me in front of the hangar doors. After a quick reading, I swipe open the entrance. A different guard from last night, sits in front of the doors. He barely glances at us as I lead Yuna to the hangar and towards my gear. Hey, there's Eagle. Very nice. Once it comes to view, I freeze. The magnificent beauty that is restored Eagle nearly brings a tear to my eye. that got us it's cut off here, but that's because I can't get the full picture, sadly, due to Twitch being a little jerk to me. But it's fine. I'll have to figure that out one day, whether we how to actually fix that. Um, I circle it, but can't detect even a scratch on its armor. If I didn't know any better, I would have never guessed this gear just gone through a battle.
Wow, they really did a good job, didn't they? It doesn't even look like the same robot.
Realizing what she just said, she quickly backtracks.
Not that your gear didn't look good before. I just meant from the battle. It looks better than it did yesterday.
I cut her off with a laugh. It's okay. I get it. And I agree. She nods, looking a little relieved. Kaori is the first to arrive. She darts straight to her gear and does a complete inspection. Sho and Mayu trickle in after her. They split up and do their own inspection of their mechs. Or robots, whichever the two. Yuna and I wait patiently for them to gather around us.
The repairs. You got us a sponsor?
Sorry about that. I didn't. Yuna did. At the mention of her name, Yuna waves to everyone. Hold on, where is it? Ah, you know what? Fuck it. It's fine. I'll do it later. Yuna, this is Kaori, Sho, and Mayu. Each person nods when their name is called. Everyone, this is Yuna, my contact from the SBA. She's the one who somehow snagged us a sponsor in the nick of time.
Who is it?
I have no idea. Luckily, Yuna helps me out before I make too much of a fool of myself.
It's Dashu.
Sho and Mayu glance at each other in surprise, and Kaori takes a longer look at Yuna.
You're the Misaki girl, right?
I wonder where that's familiar. Yuna fidgets slightly, clearly uncomfortable. Oh, right, I'm pretty sure, what is it? This was included in the first episode, but this is kind of spoilers, technically, but also not really at the same time, because I think you need to go down her route, which I'm probably not going to in this playthrough, sadly. Better or worse. But beginning of the game, or somewhere in the beginning, there's a little article saying Dashu visits the Misaki family as condolences for their loss of her older brother, and something happened between Dashu, all that stuff. I'm not going to explain that now because if in the future I do go down her route eventually, then it gets explained. Or if you guys actually play it yourself and you go down her route, then you explain. But yeah, that's just kind of, that's knowledge you get from the beginning of the game. But it's easy to forget that. I remember it because I played this game like way too many times. I just remember that small detail. even though I forget everything else, basically. Anyways, continuing on. Yuna fidgets slightly, clearly uncomfortable under Kaori's gaze.
Yes.
Then Dashu must be.
Yes.
Kaori just nods. Mayu's voice is soft but kind.
Thank you so much for what you've done. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we understand how difficult this must have been for you.
Even Sho is unusually solemn.
It's really no problem at all. I was just doing my job.
Oh, I didn't know you guys knew Yuna.
We don't.
Yuna laughs nervously.
Anyway, it was really nice meeting you all, but I need to get going.
She doesn't look anyone in the eye, and seems impatient to leave. You should say.
Thanks, but I've got some errands to run, and I'm sure you'll want to test out your gears before the match. I'll be there to cheer you guys on, though.
With a hasty goodbye, she rushes out of view. That was a little strange. I hope we didn't offend her.
That's one thing taken care of.
Kaori looks straight at me.
I hope you know how to activate that override mode thing. We'll plan our strategy around you using it.
I still don't know how to go foreplay before turning it on. Not possible. I still don't know how to do it. I tweaked around with the settings, but it was an anomaly.
So you don't know how to initiate it.
Exactly.
Maybe we can just do what you did last time.
Mayu shakes her head.
Last time it activated when his energy level got low. I don't think it's a good idea to risk that, especially against a non-AI team.
Kaori sighs.
Mayu's right. What about your weapons?
Yeah, about that. A voice interrupts me.
Hi, are you the owner of this gear?
He points to Eagle. Whoa. How long has this guy been standing here? Yeah.
Your weapons cleared custom. Please sign here.
He holds out a tablet with an X indicating where I should sign. I glance at my team, but they're all as dumbfounded as I am. Okay. After signing the tablet, I give the device back to him. Talk about a convenient coincidence.
What? We've been emailing you for the last 4 days asking you to claim your weaponry. I'm only here because obviously you don't know what to do and I want to close this work ticket.
So, I fall silent. Sho lets out a snicker and Connery face palms. Sorry, my bad. After ensuring the signature on his tablet, after the signature on his tablet processes, he nods and leaves. Well, I have weapons now.
Finally. Go configure your gear and join us in the simulation when you're ready. We'll get started with a warm-up.
I nod. I'll see you guys in a bit. I head to Eagle and make my way into the cockpit.
Gear initialization sequence completed.
I saw Eagle.
Loading gear layout screen.
I navigate through my gear options and configure it to my preference. After a little bit of time, everything seems to be where it should be. Eagle, save configurations and set as default.
Completed. You have a pending virtual simulation request.
Please start it up.
In progress.
I wait as Eagle connects me into my team's virtual simulation match.
Ah, there's Mr. Broseph.
Yep. I direct Eagle to grab its weapons and test them out.
It looks like your equipment registered just fine.
I'm ready for a fight.
Good. Let's see what you can do solo, so we can baseline your abilities.
1v1, just how I like it. Now I'll be silent. I remain silent as I'm focused on heading on the impending duel.
Let's match you up with a level 48 AI program.
Level 48?
That seems a bit high for just a match to gauge his abilities.
Why? All of us can beat that on our own.
Yeah, but not on our first try. We lost numerous times before learning its pattern.
I'm up for it. Level 48? I'm at the 50. Maybe a bit lower wouldn't help. Or, nah, let's go 50. Level 40 is nothing. It's just a 50.
Are you serious?
Yeah, let's get on with yeah, let's get on with it already.
I don't know if it's such a good idea.
Whatever. I'm loading it since he thinks he can handle it.
My teammates' gears vanish as they enter spectator mode. A few seconds later, an enemy gear prompts on my radar. Alright, Eagle, let's show them what we got. See if I can remember all the
Combat mode activated.
where things are. After clicking my rifle and blasting the AI with energy rounds, the rounds mostly connect, bouncing off the edges of the shield. They must be off with the aim. I'm not that bad of a shot. I can't use those. I switch to my sword and grin. I'm just as lethal with a blade anyway. Raising my sword, I take a striking stance. Why is my sword power? Why my blade isn't powering up? I barely have time to register what's happening. What happened? When I see a sword charging at me, I block the attack just in time. But I still eat up a lot of damage. These higher level AIs are no joke. The AI charges me again, and I'm forced to block. For the rest of the match, I'm stuck in a defensive position as all my weapons do very little damage. It's not long before my energy is drained and I get powered. What the crap was that? My aim is true, but Eagle wasn't responding properly.
Yeah, man, level 50 is a bit too intense.
Eagle's equipment wasn't responding properly.
That's your excuse?
No, I'm serious.
His attacks and aim didn't seem natural. I think it is something else.
Run a scan on Eagle.
On it now. I have team waits patiently as I run diagnostic tools. I think I got it.
Hmm?
Looks like my equipment wasn't calibrated after Customs did their in-depth examination. That's why the aim and attacks were off.
Is it something you can fix?
Not exactly, but there are some hardware tweaks that need to be done. But I think this may require an engineer.
I suppose that makes sense. Gears also need the occasional tire rotation and oil change to make sure they function well.
That's great. But in case you didn't notice, we don't have an engineer.
I think I know someone. I'll meet you guys in the hangar. Lights flash green on my terminal. Teammates. Hold on. The lights flash green on my teammates' comm screens, and they disconnect from the simulator. After jumping out of my cockpit, I reunite my team and dial Valerie's number.
Hello.
Alright. I don't like doing this, but I'm really, really tired right now. Also, my voice is kind of killing me as well. So, I think I'm gonna call it here. I didn't want to, but I'm going to. Let me save it here. Yes. Actually, let me just save it. I'm gonna start using that little save here. Save slot. Let me delete these. Actually, no, I'm just gonna do that. Alright, there you go. It's fine. So, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm going to go into settings real quick. Music down so it doesn't blast my ears out. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna call the stream here. I'm getting pretty tired. I'm getting pretty tired, and it's been a long night for me, in general, or a long day in general. In all honesty, let me get this back on and going. So I don't think I have any plans for next week. So I should be able to stream Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, as far as I know. This coming up week. I don't have anything going on. And we'll see what happens. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, if you're watching one of these VODs on Twitch and you notice that my other VODs are gone because they delete in like 7 days, they delete in a week. If you notice that, then I have a VOD channel on YouTube. It is NecroDNerd, capital N's and capital D, as with my my Twitch channel. I'm uploading all the VODs that I can upload on there. Again, I'm missing the first and second streams of Ace Academy. Sadly, I couldn't save those, but I'm starting to save them, and I'm starting to actually upload them more proactively, so that doesn't happen again. I may possibly, at some point, like I said last time, possibly look into trying to stream on like Mondays and Fridays with something else. I don't know for sure though. But my main goal is to just kind of finish up with Ace Academy and move on to something else, another visual novel. But we'll see. Maybe some like there's just something else. We'll see. But if I do stream on Mondays and Fridays, it'd be something else, assuming I can, like older games such as like Diablo 2 or Overlord, or maybe even if I can, some Terraria. I don't know. We'll see. I might stream some Terraria Fargo mode. I don't know. I got pretty far into Fargo, but I didn't really get to finish it, sadly. I did my first and only actual playthrough of it, quote unquote. But we'll see. Not entirely sure yet. So with that, I wish you all. I hope you guys have a good night, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever of the three, wherever you may be, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys in the next stream or next VOD, whichever. Have fun.